What's going on, guys? HTHJD here, and as you can tell from the title, we're going to be talking about Kisame Hoshigaki of the Mist Village, a 7 Ninja Swordsman member and an Akatsuki member. The Shark Man himself. How strong is said Shark Man? We will get to that right now. We are obviously when you're talking about strength, speed, reaction time, durability, hacks. Which if you don't know what hacks are a overpowered ability. What I consider hacks are things like if you have anything that can repair damage, anything that one-shots your opponent, or a power-up or a unique ability to a certain extent. And I said that because of something I will talk about when we get to that section. Intelligence, battle intelligence, stamina, destructive capability, combat speed, offensive, defensive, nature transformations, and equipment. So let's get started with the first one, which is strength. Kisame was able to block a kick from basic guy. He willed himself out of the genjutsu, and he broke out of Yamato's restraints. Now, all that may not sound all that great. I'd say his most impressive was the last two. Blocking a kick from base guy is nothing. Willing yourself out of a genjutsu is extremely hard to do that. Only certain people are able to accomplish. And breaking out of Yamato's restraints may not sound all that great, but you'd think that Yamato, a Jonin, a high-level Jonin, would do his best work in trying to restrain Kisame, even if he's unconscious. You'd think he would. That's why I think it's impressive. Speed. There's no, solid feats of him moving at quick speeds, but we do know how fast he is underwater, and he's extremely quick. He is probably the most dangerous person underwater. But, again, he can keep up with guys like 7th Gate Guy, it's probably obvious, and Killer B. Those are his two most prominent fights, Guy and Killer B. Durability. He managed to take a Hydrodora from 7th Gate Guy and didn't die. Not Hydrodora, Hirodora. Which is, I believe, that is 7th Gate Guy's strongest attack. And this didn't kill Kisame. He also took a solid punch to the gut from 7th Gate Guy. And his chest got hit so hard, it got ripped open. And do you know what his response was to that? He laughed as he regenerated. He laughed at having his chest ripped open. That is absolutely, that is crazy. And his reaction speed is around, I'd say, 6th Gate Guy. It's nothing, he gets overwhelmed by 7th and 8th. But he can react to 6th. Now his hacks. He could absorb your chakra, which can kill you if he absorbs enough of it. And he can regenerate himself with that. That's where his slight regen comes from. He can breathe underwater, and the reason I say that is because he can drown his enemies while he just looks at them. Right? Let's just say a whole big-ass tsunami floods the world of Naruto. Kisame is surviving that shit. Water prison dance, shark dance, is a technique after using the water release, great exploding water colliding wave. Kisame forms the water into a gigantic prison because he acts as the center of the dome of water in a way. The dome alters its position in order to reflect the direction of his movement, making it difficult for his target to escape as long as he is in continuous pursuit. Now, again, this is kind of like the water prison, on fucking steroids. Remember what Zabuza did to Kakashi? I put him in that water bubble in OG Naruto. You think of that, but it's almost the size of a fucking small country, a medium-sized town. Great Shark Bullet is a technique where the user creates a gigantic shark out of water by thrusting both their hands forward, sends it to attack the opponent. This technique differs from the original, since this one is able to absorb the chakra of its opponent's technique, and in turn, use that chakra to go larger and more powerful. Therefore, the stronger the opponent's attack is, the stronger this technique will be. So this is literally just a middle finger to whatever strongest attack you got. That's physical, at least. I don't think it can absorb things like Genjutsu, obviously, because that's not a physical attack. That's like a mental thing. And that's pretty much all of his hacks. It's just a lot of absorption of chakra and drowning you, pretty much. That's his way of doing things. His intelligence actually isn't that bad. He managed to fake his own death in order to infiltrate the Mist Village undetected, where he was able to gather intel for the Akatsuki. And before he committed suicide, he placed a trap within a scroll that had intelligence on the Shinobi Alliance to make sure it could still be delivered to his allies even after death. He managed to it's okay. In the world of Naruto, it's pretty easy to fake your death. But in the real world, it's very hard to fake your own death. You need to have expert level espionage to go into your own village undetected while trying to gather information for the secret affiliation you work with. And his last moments were him feeding intel to a shark in a scroll that then he could give it to his allies. So his intelligence isn't that bad. I'd say his most impressive battle intelligence feat was when he realized Killer Bee's tactics very quickly whilst battling him and was able to counter him. He attacked Bee's comrades to trick Bee into melee range, knowing that, Bee preferred mid-range. His stamina is ridiculous. He has just as much chakra as a tailed beast. Therefore, his stamina is as much as a tailed beast. At bare minimum, he has the same amount of chakra pool as Shukaku, the one tails, assuming that tails equal power. I don't think he has as much chakra as, say, Kurama, just due to how powerful he is. But due to his fight with Bee, you could make an argument he has as much chakra as, say, Gyuki. Combat speed. He can summon just so many sharks. He can legit summon as much sharks as he wants. And they're fucking sharks. The apex predator of the ocean. And they're also made of chakra. Sometimes, if he wants to. Like, I really... That's just so terrifying. Imagine seeing like a whole tsunami worth of sharks coming at you. Anyway, Kisame's destructive capability can be landed anywhere into island to small country. And the reason for this is Kisame can fuse with Samehada. That's another hack I forgot about, to be honest. He can fuse with Samehada, making him a more powerful version of himself, noted as being his true power and the reason for his moniker, Tailed Beast Without a Tail. According to the elders of the Mist Village, When Kisame fuses with Samehada, it combines his Jinchuriki level chakra volume. Apologies. It combines his Jinchuriki level chakra volume with Samehada. He becomes like a Biju, outputting Jinchuriki level power, with the scale to reference for Jinchuriki in the Hidden Mist Village being Yagura, who is the Two Tails, I believe? Yagura is the Two Tails. It could be even higher if he absorbs enough chakra, because Kisame can get stronger by absorbing chakra from his opponents with Samehada, and then gaining access to all those chakra pools that he stole from. And during his battle with B, Kisame absorbs a massive amount of chakra from B to the point where Gyuki was almost completely drained. Gyuki stated that Kisame was capable of killing B, while Gyuki was inside of B, basically saying Kisame could take on a Jinchuriki. That's crazy. And in which he almost died. He did almost die with ease. He completely overwhelmed B and drove him due to near death. So, like, it's ridiculous of how strong this guy really was. So yeah, island to small country. Now let's check his offense. He obviously has chakra absorption, the ability to siphon chakra out of your opponents in any which way. He also has Subterranean Voyage, which is a technique that transforms the earth surrounding the user into fluid, allowing him to close in enemies with high speed while swimming underground. Kind of like a way to not get hurt or be seen, but for some reason he decides to stick his fucking sword up in the air sometimes when he does it. Silent killing in the technique is really simple. It's just a soundless method of killing people. The only people that really know this technique well are assassins, and Kisame is considered an assassin due to his Seven Swordsmen of the Mist affiliation. They were an assassination group. They weren't really an Akatsuki group. They were an assassin group. Water clones, they're pretty self-explanatory. They're just clones made out of water. That's really it. We already talked about water prison shark dance. Water prison is a technique that traps up your opponent in a sphere of water. The water can either be drawn from the surroundings or expelled from the user's mouth. The water that the sphere made from it's noticeably heavy, which restricts the target's movement and can make breathing difficult. He can also summon 1,000 sharks, as I mentioned earlier. Exploding water colliding wave. I should definitely talk about this, considering it kind of bounces off of water prison shark dance. So this attack, the user spits out a gigantic volume of water from their mouth, swallowing up and crushing their enemies with the advancing surge. Now, obviously, I don't think he can do this with stronger opponents than himself, but I think if he needed to get out a large group of cannon fodder, he can just do this. He can just do this jutsu. The 5 feeding sharks, the user puts their hand on the surface of the body of the water, and then from the tips of their 5 fingers, chakra is released in the water, changing its form into 5 furious sharks. 4 sharks rain. Kisame slams his palm into a nearby water surface, sending a large surge of water into the air. Great Shark Bullet. It's kind of just what it sounds like. It's a gigantic projectile of a gigantic shark. Water Bullet, a high versatile water release technique with many variations. But this one, after needling the chakra into their stomach, the user expels a large quantity enough from their water. From a large quantity of water in the form of a powerful, like a laser, aimed towards their intended target. Now that's all for their offense. About their defense, his defense it's underwhelming a little, but in a way, you really don't need defense if you're as strong as Kisame. His defense includes his regeneration and his water clones. The reason I put water clones, you can use water clones to either put in front of you before an attack hits you, or you can use it for diversion. Regen is pretty obvious of why it's there. It's to regen your body. His nature transformations are obviously water, but he can also do fire, wind, and earth. And his only known equipment he's ever carried around with him is his Samehara. If you want to go further back to his younger years, he was carrying a katana. Either way, he's, as his name implies, a swordsman of the mist. Now, how strong is Kisame? He's definitely one of the strongest characters. Okay, he's like middle high tier. He is extremely powerful and extremely underrated. Being able to take a guy on that one gate after that was able to basically bisect Madara in half, it's pretty fucking insane. At the same time, we all know it's a big gap between the Madara that we saw 8th Gate guy fight and the guy that Kisame fought. They're noticeably different. But he's definitely Jinchuriki level. He's 100% stronger than B. It's been proven that B needs help in order to defeat Kisame. Which is pretty fucking... it's crazy because this same B made a joke out of Hebi Sasuke. If you don't remember, he legit stopped in the middle of a fight because he thought of a great line for a rap song. In the middle of a fight, Kisame disrespected Sasuke so greatly. I don't know if I know a disrespectful moment better than that. Like, B was not taking Sasuke seriously at all. However, B and Gyuki are both fucking terrified of Kisame because he knows he can kill them both. So he's also that also implies that he is stronger than the fucking 8 Tails. The 8 Tails. Assuming that power equals Tails, he's stronger than 90% of the Jinchurikis. The only two tail beast he's not stronger than is Kurama, the main character's Jinchuriki, Biju, and the 10 Tails, which is stated to be a world ender. So, Kisame is correct. He is the 4th strongest outside of the big 3, which is Itachi, Obito, and Nagato. Or Pain. He is absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. That's gonna be all for this video. If you like this video, please subscribe and like it so that I know. If any of y'all are too young to know, likes lets the creator know if you like the video or not, and subscriptions do even better. They are realizing that, oh, they like me, not just the video, they like me. So subscribe if you want more videos from me. Like this video if you enjoyed this type of video, and comment what you want to see next if so. That is all. Thank you for sticking around, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.